What's good, everybody? It's Big Game James here with another session of Coach J Film Day. And today we're going to be talking about linebacker Jabriel Cox from LSU. You see, he just broke out on that running back right here. But yeah, Jabriel Cox, 6'3", 6'2", 7'8", 6'3", 233-pound linebacker. Transferred this first year at LSU. His last year, as you see him breaking out, he's up at the top left for showing his coverage ability. He's number 19. Once again, he's number 19 LSU linebacker. You see him right here in the middle. They played a heavy 4-2-5 in this LSU game and played a lot of zone, as you see him breaking out to your left. Played at North Dakota State for 3-4 years. Turned up over there. As you see him right here, I think he missed that tackle. I think he had like 3 missed tackles this game. I think that's one of his weaknesses, and I'll jump into his stuff. But here he goes again. Number 19. He's over your. If you're looking at the end zone, he's over the tackle. He just slid on the inside. One of his issues is right here, as you see right here. Got to keep those feet moving, taking bad angles. Took some bad angles in 2020, and that's one of the issues. He's not a physical. He can be physical, but he's not physical, as you see him in pass coverage right here. He's not as physical as you like to be consistently. He has the size to be able to shed those blockers from these big boys, but it seems like he just doesn't get into that contact as much. And like I said, he missed like 3 tackles, took some bad angles, but that can be corrected. I don't see that he's soft. Because I've seen it on a couple blitz where he brought some good power, and he can be powerful, as you see him right here. Make the play. Strengths for this kid, and he was in the Senior Bowl. Once again, he's number 19. He just broke out with this pass, ran down this tight end. That's one of his biggest assets, his versatility. The kid, for his size, can match up, as you see right here. This is the tight end matched up with him like it's with ease. Shadows, mirrors, tight ends, slot receivers. I think he can cover receiver. Running backs out the backfield. The kid has a lot of those great attributes that you want in a linebacker, especially the versatility. Especially in 2020, 2021, you want to have versatile linebackers. You see right here, gets off of that block. You see that speed, is able to track down that running back. You've seen a lot of that in this game. Now, like I said, you'll see some good and you're going to see some bad in this game. You see him tackling the line of scrimmage. I think he missed his tackle right here. He's got to break down better, take better angles. A couple times he just dove with his shoulder, didn't wrap up, keep his head up. I'd like him to be more physical in the point of attack. I think he's going to come in right here. You see, take this angle, misses that tackle right there. You got to make that tackle because he's going to be in that trash. He's going to be in that mud, and he's got to be able to make those plays. Those are like a negative about him. But other than that, and considering he only played 1 year at LSU, as you can see him right here, he's right up, right behind the D tackle. Watch this play right here. See what I'm saying? He gets caught up in that mud and caught up in the trash and guessed wrong a couple plays. Got to be able to clean that up. But as like I said, this kid has a lot of upside in his game. And considering, and just keep on watching, he's number 19 right here. Watch this play. That's why I showed the backside so you can go ahead and see what he does right here. I think he comes on a blitz. Gets his ass thrown out the way. Could be more physical, but he has the body type to do it. But when he was at North Dakota State, man, he turned up over there all 3 years. Went crazy. 258 total tackles, 32 tackles for loss, 14 sacks, and 6 interceptions. So he graduated from North Dakota State, as you can see. I think he comes in on his blitz right here. But finished out his time at North Dakota State. Wanted to step his game up. Could have went to the NFL draft. Like you see him shed that tackle, make that play. Good play right there by Jabril. Mr. Cox right here. And I think this right here, watch this interception. Sorry, I'm all over the place, but I kind of chopped this up. But I think this is where he gets his interception right here. This is what you get excited about him. Remember, he's 6'3", 233 pounds. Watch this play. Oh, It's not this one. I think it's the next one coming up. I'm sorry. But he makes a great play on the ball. Possesses. I mean, LSU the past few years have put out some players. Devin White. They put out your boy that went to Patrick. I can't remember his name. Patrick went to the Baltimore Ravens. Look at that play right there. Great interception, play, touchdown. Like I said, he did a lot over at North Dakota State, sending him here on the blitz on the right side, your left side, trying to make a play. But his first year at LSU, from coming in from a smaller school, he came in and fit right in, became like a team leader on the squad. Ended up with 58 total tackles, 6.5 tackles for loss, 3 interceptions, and 1 return for the touchdown, which you saw in this game right here. You can see another play right here. I think he makes this tackle. Like I said, you'll see it from the front side, and then you'll see it from the back side. You see him right here. Looks like he's getting ready to come over this blitz. He's in between that tackle, fakes that blitz. Then he's going to come in. Wish he could have made that play. I think he hesitated 1 second too long. He could have blew that whole play, but maybe caused a turnover or fumble if he didn't hesitate. But here's another play where he's basically tracking in his coverage. And that's why I wanted to show you how easy and how smooth he is and athletic he is in coverage. As you see him right here, he's over in the middle. Watch his drop. He's got good pursuit. Get off that linebacker. Get off that offensive lineman. Like I said, he's also a type of linebacker. You have to keep him clean. You have to be able to get a good defensive line for him because he's not a guy. He can take on a blocker and shed, but I hadn't seen that in this game and some other games. I hadn't seen that. I see he tries to move around, tries to escape the block, doesn't really try to get physical, although he has the physical ability to do it. I haven't seen it. And he needs to get better tackling. Really has to get better tackling. Really has to take some better angles. And they're not picking apart his game. But those are things that he's going to need. But the good thing about it is he just started this. As you see him make this play right here. He should have actually took, as number 18 is talking to him right here, you can see this play where that receiver got that play. Slot guy comes across the middle. He should have went with the slot and had the other guy, instead he broke outside. He was supposed to go with him. He shouldn't have went with him. He shouldn't have went with the outside guy because there was already a man out there. And that man, if he would have hit that guy on the outside and he didn't go with him, that could have been a long game. So there was some miscommunications. But I feel like he can get better. He's in here on the tackle right here. A lot of things that he can be coached up on. And as I said before, this was his first year at LSU. First and only year. So he's still getting acclimated to big boy football. Not saying he wasn't a dog at North Dakota State, but that's not a quote-unquote huge school where they're putting out a lot of players. Although Trey Lance is going to come out, still, you're not seeing the competition that you are seeing like in the SEC. As you see him on that blitz. You like him as a blitzer because of that heat-seeking missile speed. You love it. Now, I did a few videos already. One on Nick Bolton from Missouri. And another one I just did for Baron Browning from Ohio State. And this kid. If you're looking at me between the three, Nick Bolton is more that middle linebacker in the middle, going to get you a whole bunch of tackles. He's good in coverage, but I worry about his speed and his size, not the greatest height. Baron Browning, I like everything about him. Can tackle, keeps his feet moving, chopping, which Cox doesn't really do. Keeps his feet chopping, breaking on the plays, is physical at the tack. Got a lot of great things going on, but Cox not so much. But at the end of the day, when you see the potential of Cox and what he can add to a team, let him kind of grow in the position. Just don't throw him in the mix right away. Let him kind of grow. Maybe play him some backup positions, have some spot positions where he can come in and come as a edge rusher, or don't just put him in there full time because he's still new to the position as far as the competition. But if he's later in the rounds, maybe a third round, if he's available, I say Cowboys look at him. But hey, it's another Coach J Film Day session. Check out the video. Tell me if you like it. Big Game James. Peace.